everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm coming at you with an interesting video for you today. Today I want to talk about two stoves, and I want to do a direct head-to-head comparison between the two. I want to boil some water. Right here on the left you can see that I have a Coleman model 400B. This is a Feather Peak 1 stove made by Coleman. It's a great stove. Over here on the right I have the Swiss-made Svea 123. This is also a great stove. They're both very small. They're both liquid fueled. They're both going to be running unleaded gasoline today from the same gas can. Okay, so it's the same exact fuel. Behind them you can see I have two 20-ounce bottles of water. I have some pans and I have some pot supports for the pans. They're both going to be fired up, and this video is just like I mentioned earlier. It's a direct head-to-head competition to see who can boil water faster. So stay with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get these stoves fired up, and when you see me next, I'll be getting ready to put these pots of water on. Okay, I've got these stoves starting up. The Coleman stove is in the process of priming right now. So I'm just going to take these metal containers and pour the water into them. And in the meantime, the stoves are on the background back there. They're going to be warming up. That Coleman stove, I need to heat up that generator loop so that I can turn that liquid fuel into a gas. And it takes a little bit of time to do that. So I'll see you in a minute, folks. Let's take a slightly closer look at the flames on this stove. We'll start with the Coleman. That's what the Coleman looks like on high. That's the kind of heat output that we're going to have, very hot. Now let's look at the Svea 123. Very loud, also very high output. The Svea 123 is a jet style burner, as you can tell. I'm going to go ahead and rotate these pot supports outward. I'm going to kick both stoves up to high, and I'm going to be setting the pots on them. Here we go, folks. Let's kick them up. Both stoves are on full throttle. Leave the camera running in real time so you can see how this is going as it progresses. Just to give you an idea of how large these stoves are, here is a standard box of matches. Just to use that as a reference point as to how large these stoves are. They're pretty small. They're both ideal for backpacking. On this Svea, I'm showing a slight boil, not like a true boil yet, but I'm showing a little bit of bubbling. Looks like so far they're both neck and neck with each other. They're both starting to show more bubbles. Let me show you again. Same amount of time. That didn't take long at all. So I hope that you found this video useful. I hope you got some good information. Again, it was 20 ounces of tap water, both using gasoline. Both stoves are great for backpacking. So if you find either one of these, they're well worth the money. So I want to say thanks again for watching. Please feel free to like this video, comment on the video, thumbs up. And if you like the content on my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, have a beautiful day. Now get out there and take a look at these stoves. They're a lot of fun. They really are. Bye-bye now. They both perform very well. One thing that I like about the Svea versus the Coleman is on this Svea, you do not have to pump anything. It pressurizes itself. It doesn't hold as much fuel, but it's a great stove. The Coleman, on the other hand, it has the wire that goes through the generator that acts like a, for the lack of a better term, it's kind of like the shaker jets on MSR stoves. So it's constantly clearing the jet. The more you operate this handle, this fuel lever, the more you operate that feature. They're both great stoves. Obviously you can see that the Svea is a lot louder. Another thing about the Svea is the temperature control is excellent, but the flame is very centralized. It's a very small diameter flame, so if you're trying to cook pancakes or something large that you want to disperse that heat a lot, I'd recommend going with something like the Coleman. It has a little bit wider flame pattern, but honestly, both these stoves are excellent.